Today we're making this incredibly easy, beginner-friendly macrame bracelet. Hi friends, let's get started right away. Grabbing one of your smaller strands of cord, you want to thread that right down through one of the sides of our gemstone. And then, as crazy as it sounds, we're going to thread it right back up through the same hole again. This will create a loop on the back side, and then your tail ends will come out through the top. Now, this is very important. You want to make sure that your tail ends are perfectly even. And then what you want to do is you want to take those tail ends and thread it right through that loop. What you just did was create a lark's head knot. Next, you want to take one of your longer strands and fold it in half. And then with the loop end, you want to place that right behind your first set of cords. Next, we're going to create a square knot. So take your leftmost side and make a loop on your left. And then with your rightmost cord, you want to place that behind all 3 cords and up through the loop of your left. Cinch it up taut. That is half of your knot. To complete the other half, you want to do the same thing, but in reverse. So this time you're going to make a loop on your right hand side, and then with your left hand side you want to place that over top of the tail, behind your 2 center cords, and up through the loop of your right. Cinch up the slack, and that is how you tie a square knot. Let's do that another time. So make a loop with your left. Take your right cord, place it behind all your cords and up through the loop. Cinch it up to the top. And then do the same thing but to the other side. So do a loop on your right, cord behind and through the loop. Don't forget, if I'm going too fast for you, you can always adjust the speed of this video by tapping the 3 dots on the top right corner. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the pace. What you want to do here is tie 25 square knots in a row. Alright, so you should have 25 square knots on this one side, or you could go ahead and measure it. It should measure at about 3 inches in length. Next, we want to repeat the same thing to the other side. So let's flip it around and continue on the other side. Using the smaller strand of cord, you want to thread that down through the side of your pendant, and then right back up through the same side. Make sure your cords are even. Then create your lark's head knot by threading your tail ends through that loop. If you're enjoying this macrame bracelet pattern, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. Grab your final strand of cord and place it behind your work and start tying your square knots. And again, we're tying 25 square knots or until this side reaches 3 inches in length. According to Google, the average size of a bracelet is 6 to 8 inches in length. Since our bracelet is adjustable, we're going to create it on the smaller side because the chain will make up the difference. Alright, so at this point we should have 6 inches in length. Or if you go by centimeters, it is roughly around 15.5 centimeters. Once you're certain you have the correct length, let's go ahead and finish off the ends. Make sure your final knots are tight, and then go ahead and snip off the ends, leaving a tiny little bit of a tail. Making sure that you're not cutting it too close, otherwise your knot might slip out. grab a lighter, and what we're going to do is we're going to melt our ends down. Melting the ends only works with synthetic cord, so please make sure you're using something synthetic. If your cord isn't synthetic, what you can do is skip the lighter altogether and use some hot glue. Next, we're going to attach our fastener ends. Now, some great news is all the hardware I'm using for this bracelet all comes in one kit, and I purchased it off of Amazon. I'll leave a link for you in the description box. In fact, everything in this project was purchased off of Amazon. Alright, so you want to take the smallest size of fastener end, and it has these little teeth that grip down. All you want to do is pinch it onto the ends of your bracelet, and then with some pliers, I like to squeeze it extra tight to make sure it's on there good. Then you want to repeat the same thing to the other side by melting your ends and attaching your fastener. Next, get your jump rings, your chain, and your clasp all ready to go. And you want to open up one of your jump rings by twisting it open with a couple pairs of pliers. Attach your jump ring onto one of the sides of your fasteners and attach your lobster claw. Taking both of your pliers again, you want to close up that jump ring. And then do something similar to the other side. We're going to open up our jump ring and attach it onto our fastener. And then you want to hook your chain on as well. What's great about this kit is that all the chains come pre-cut. Close up your jump ring and make sure that the jump rings are sealed nice and tight. You don't want anything slipping off. Since you already have the kit that has the jump rings and chains, I want to invite you to check out my sun catcher tutorial, which uses the same exact kit in order to make a beautiful sun catcher. Click the link on the screen now, and I'll see you over there.